first trade is Kyrie Irving go to Orlando Magic. And Cleveland will get Aaron Fournier and Mario Hosniger. This trade is a big potential because Kyrie Irving could have more star potential from Orlando Magic. And as for the Cavaliers, I think Cavaliers might have a slightly chance go to the conference final. But I ain't gonna say they're going to the NBA finals. They got a slight chance to go to the conference final because guess what? These two, Fournier and Mario, they are a good solid scorer. But only one problem is they need to play good defense. I feel like if they work on their defense, I think the Cavaliers will be a smooth operator in defensive and offense. They could be a smooth all around player in the whole NBA team. But that's the only thing they need to work on. But still, this trade is very solid. Next trade is the Los Angeles Clippers getting Kyrie Irving and Tristan Thompson. And the Cleveland Cavaliers would get DeAndre Jordan and Austin Rivers. This trade is my favorite trade potential. Because if Cavaliers get DeAndre Jordan, they will become the best defensive team in the NBA. Minus Austin Rivers. Now, you can put Austin Rivers off the bench because you already know Cavaliers signed D Rose. Put D Rose at the point. Get J.R. Smith at guard. LeBron. Tristan Thompson. I forgot Nama. Not Tristan Thompson. I forgot he getting traded somewhere else. Kevin Love and DeAndre Jordan. This will be a solid trade of a lifetime. And as for the Clippers, what they go get? Kyrie Irving, Lou Williams, Wesley Jonathan, Blake Griffin, and Tristan Thompson. And yeah, the duo ain't gonna be the same, but still, getting Kyrie and Blake Griffin together, that is a dynamic, unstoppable. But Blake Griffin and Tristan Thompson, I don't think that's gonna be a very good match. But at the same time, I feel like the Clippers might have a chance to go to the playoff if they put Kyrie on their team. The next trade is the Celtics taking Kyrie Irving and the Cleveland Cavaliers taking Jay Crowder, Marcus Smart, and Jaylen Brown. And the first round pick. And now y'all look at me like, what the fuck? But chill. I'm going to tell you the reason why. Because one, the Celtics might go to the championship. Might. I ain't going to say they will. Might. Because the reason why I said because one, this team might be super dope. Having Hayward, Horford, Isaiah Thomas, and Kyrie Irving together, that's going to be a biggest duo I've ever seen since Paul Pierce, Ray John Rondo, Ray Allen, and Kevin Garnett. And what happened to them? They won the championship. I think they might go to the championship. And they might beat the Warriors if the Warriors go to the finals. But as the Cavaliers, I think Cavaliers would not make the conference finals with this trade. Because their star line, let's go be this. Point guard, Derrick Rose. Shooting guard, J.R. Smith. Small forward, LeBron James. Power forward, Kevin Love, and center, Tristan Thompson. And the rest of these three going to be sitting off the bench. And yeah, I think this trade will be all for nothing trade. Because the reason why I said because y'all just trade him to sit on the bench. But which, they might be the best bench in the league if they take him. But at the same time, it might not work in the future. Now, my next trade is Phoenix Suns taking Kyrie Irving and Cavaliers taking Eric Bledsoe. This is just a simple trade and just simple only. Point guard, switch like that. I don't have to explain it, but only thing I'm going to explain is the starting lineups. Kyrie Irving going to be starting point. Devin Booker starting shooting guard. Small forward, T.J. Warren. Power forward, Josh Jackson. And center, Tyson Chandler. I think this is going to be a good-ass trade for me. I feel like they could possibly make the playoff. I said possibly. I ain't going to say that it's going to happen. It's possibly going to happen. But as for the Cavaliers, it's possibly that they will not make number one seed. Ever. They will not going to be the same. I feel like the point guard going to be Eric Bledsoe. Shooting guard, J.R. Smith, small forward LeBron James, power, love, and center Tristan Thompson. And that's going to let D Rose off the bench. How do I feel about that? They might make fourth or fifth seed. I don't know. I'm just predicting it. So, yeah. Let's see what happens this season. The next trade is Nets will get Kyrie Irving. And the Cleveland Cavaliers will get Jeremy Lin and D'Angelo Russell. Now, this trade is crazy because Cavaliers are overbooked in the point guard position. And the Nets still on rebuilding mode. I don't know why they gonna get Kyrie Irving, but I think this might happen anyway. But as the Nets, they will get Kyrie Irving, Sean Kilpatrick. As for the forwards, well, I don't know. I'll get Rhino at small. Power forward go be Trevor Booker, and center might be Timothy Mozgov. But either way, I might see the future happens to the Nets. They might be a playoff team again, but I ain't gonna say this season coming. But as the Cleveland Cavaliers, D'Angelo Russell at shooting guard, Jeremy Lin at the point, small forward LeBron, power Kevin Love, and center Tristan Thompson, as Derrick Rose will play the sixth man off the bench. Now, this trade, they overstock at the point guard. And I feel like they might be in the 6th to 7th seed. And the reason why I said because you already know the D'Angelo Russell situation. I think the chemistry might fall down due to that. But still, might win some games and might make to the playoff. But I don't think they're going to make the first round. Like, be honest, I don't think they're going to win the first round. To me, so that's my prediction. You know what I'm saying? I might be wrong. So, yeah. Next up is the three-way trade. Denver Nuggets will take Kyrie Irving. The New York Knicks will take Kevin Love and Emmanuel Mudiay. And the Cleveland Cavaliers will take Kenneth Faried, Carmelo Anthony. Now, this trade might happen. I feel it that this trade will happen. Because I feel like the Cavaliers wants Carmelo Anthony so LeBron could play at the point. So, and they might get Kenneth Faried. He could become a good paint protector. He could get rebound. Could block shots a little bit. But still, I think this is going to be a pretty good, decent trade for the Cavaliers. I feel like LeBron will be starting at the point. Guard will be J.R. Smith. The small forward, Carmelo Anthony. Power forward, Kenneth Faried. And center Tristan Thompson. That is very solid. The Knicks got potential to go to the playoff after this trade. I feel like Emmanuel Mudiay will be a good point guard. Courtney Lee will be a good shooting guard. Small forward going to be Kevin Love. Power forward, Chris Porzingis. And center, Willie Hernandez. I feel like that's going to be a very huge, solid lineup. And got a chance to go to the playoff. And also, Timothy Hardaway Jr., he could be a good solid off the bench. But also could be a good solid small forward. Like, I think I got other option to put Hardaway at the small, power Porzingis, center Kevin Love. Or center Kevin Love. No, power forward Kevin Love and center Porzingis. My bad. It's stuck in my head. And as for the Nuggets, all 11 said Kyrie Irving's point guard, Gary Harris shooting guard, Wilson Chandler small, Paul Millsap and Jokic will be a good duo at the paint. So, yeah. This next trade is a three-way trade, and this is one of my favorite trades, and I wish this could happen. Spurs will get Kevin Love and Kyle O'Quinn. Now, this trade might be a solid one. They had point guard Tony Parker at the star lineup, shooting guard Danny Green, small forward Kawhi Leonard, power forward Kevin Love, and center Kyle O'Quinn, and have Rudy Gay and mind you be a good off the bench duo. I feel like that's gonna be a pretty solid lineup, and they will be a championship contender because they got Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard got the experience to become a championship contender. after that NBA Finals championship and he won Final MVP, he was actually balling, and I feel like he could actually ball that again if he could stay healthy. Cause I know he got that little knee injury problem and all that, or ankles, but I don't know. I might got my facts wrong, but anyway, Kyrie Irving go to the Knicks. I feel like that is a potential playoff team with Kyrie Irving on there. Point guard Kyrie Irving, shooting guard Frank, small forward Timothy Hardaway Jr., power forward Chris Porzingis, and center Willie Hernandez. I can't pronounce his last name, but it don't matter. But the Cleveland Cavaliers, I think this trade is a championship contending right there. The point guard Derrick Rose, shooting guard LeBron James, small forward Carmelo Anthony, power forward LaMarcus Aldridge, and center Tristan Thompson. This is a championship contending lineup. And I can feel it in my guts on this one. I think that will happen. That will need to happen, man. Trust me. Any team who listens, y'all need to do this trade because this will be crazy, man. Trust me when I say this. That will be a championship contending team, man. The last trade potential is a three-way trade between the Phoenix Suns, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the New York Knicks. As for the Knicks will get Brandon Knight and Tyson Chandler, but unfortunately, Brandon Knight got a torn ACL. He might miss the whole season. So if Brandon Knight was healthy, here's what we starting lineup. Brandon Knight and Courtney Lee will be at the guard spot. Porzingis and Tim Hardaway Jr. will be at the forward spot. And center will be Tyson Chandler. I feel like that's a solid lineup, but still they rebuilding. It's a slightly chance that they will make the playoff. Slight chance. As for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they got Carmelo Anthony and Eric Bledsoe. That is a solid trade. A solid trade. They'll get Eric Bledsoe at the point. They might put Derrick Rose at the shooting guard, but I really doubt that. They might put J.R. Smith at guard. Small forward, they might put LeBron in there. Carmelo, power forward. Carmelo could get rebounds and could put back the points in. And Tristan Thompson at the center. Solid lineup right there. They might make the first seed. They might not. But I doubt that they'll make the conference finals. Because like I said before, they going to be arguing about who will be the leading scorer. So it really don't matter. And as for the Phoenix Suns, the Suns will get Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. I know what y'all thinking like, what? That is not going to happen. They can't get rid of them two pieces. But actually, that might happen because you got to take a risk. And I feel like that risk could be a perfect way to make a playoff team. Just like the Warriors. Like, the Warriors got Kevin Durant. Curry had the wrists, average points, and all that. But guess what happened? Won the championship. And that might happen to the Phoenix Suns if they do a trade. So the starting lineups go to be Kyrie Irving, Devin Booker, Josh Jackson, Kevin Love, and Alex Len. That would be a solid lineup. It might be a solid team and might make the playoff. But I don't think they're going to make like top 5 seed. I think they're going to make 8th or 7th seed. And it depends what happens if that trade happens. So, yeah. And that's it for y'all, man. I hope y'all like this. And like I said before, if you like it, hit a thumbs up. If you don't like it, hit a thumbs down. It's your boy Metro Matt Jamal the Entertainment. And that is your sports news. 8 potential Kyrie Irving trade. And I'm out.